In 1986, America broke Libya. In 2002, they toppled Iraq. In 2014, they shattered Syria. When Washington wants to rewrite the Middle East, they do it. But for the last 600 years, one nation has remained a completely untouchable black box. Not even the British Empire could colonize it. Because Iran isn't just a country. It is a 1.6 million square kilometer natural fortress. And its walls were not built by men. In the south, the Zagros Mountains form an impossible, jagged wall. In the north, the Alborz Range blocks the Caspian. And in the west, lethal, sinking marshlands. You cannot march an army through here. The geography itself will bleed your supply lines dry before you ever see a city. But their greatest weapon isn't the mountains. It is a tiny, V-shaped bottleneck of water called the Strait of Hormuz. 20% of the world's oil and 90% of Qatar's liquid gas flows through this exact 50-kilometer point. And Iran controls the entire high ground. If Washington or Israel launches a ground invasion, Tehran doesn't need to win the war. They just block the strait, and $6 trillion vanishes from the global economy. They hold the power grid of the modern world hostage, and there is nothing the US Navy can do about it. Even if you try a naval landing, you are walking into a trap. Iran has over 2,800 kilometers of coastline, but it isn't flat sand. The mountains run straight to the water's edge. And hidden deep inside those caves, in satellite blind spots, are thousands of active missile batteries. Any invading fleet wouldn't see the enemy until the sky was already raining fire. Western intelligence always makes the same miscalculation. They look at Iran and see a fractured society. Persians, Kurds, Baluch, and Arabs all protesting the regime. But when an outside force attacks, that division vanishes. In 1980, Saddam Hussein learned this the hard way. He invaded, thinking the fractured minorities would help him tear the country apart from the inside. He was dead wrong. Instead, 95% of the population united under the umbrella of nationalism. For 8 brutal years, 1 million people died. And after all that blood, Saddam Hussein was forced to retreat without capturing a single inch of land. Iran's most terrifying weapon is not a drone. It is its physical size. It is a strategic labyrinth the size of 2 entire Pakistans. Even if an army breaches the border, they haven't won. Because the real targets, Tehran, Isfahan, Mashhad, are hidden hundreds of miles deep inside the core. This is the doctrine of strategic depth. As the invader marches deeper, their supply lines stretch, fuel runs out, and the mountains close in behind them. The land itself is the ultimate, silent guardian. It turns time into a weapon, bleeding the enemy until they simply give up. Washington knows they can bomb the surface, but they can never hold the ground. Hit subscribe to stay out of the dark. Global Deep is watching.